And so what we're going to be doing here is simplify the given expression and enter in numerical form. So the idea is, before you just multiply, go and solve this problem, you have to know the special order. And the special order is, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. And basically, this is the order from top to bottom that you're supposed to solve things. So first, you're supposed to do parentheses. Then you're supposed to do exponents. Then you're supposed to do, now here's the tricky thing, multiply and divide. Multiply and divide, but you're supposed to go from left to right. So I'm going to draw an arrow that goes from left to right. So sometimes you're going to do multiplication in the problem. Sometimes you're going to do multiplication first. Sometimes you're going to do division first. What matters is whichever problem is on the left in the problem, you do that one first. And then same deal with addition and subtraction. So sometimes you add first, sometimes you subtract first. It depends on whichever one is on the left in the problem. So that's the order, and you can never really go out of that order. First you got to do parentheses, then exponents, then multiplying and dividing from left to right, then addition and subtraction from left to right. So we're going to look at this problem, 7 plus 9 times 8. And we're going to go through our checklist. Do we have any parentheses? No. So we're going to cross those off. We're done. Do we have any exponents? Nope. So we're done with that step. So we're already done with 2 steps. Do we have any multiplication or division? And we look and we go, yeah, right here. Here's multiplication. So that's what we're going to do next. And that answer is, of course, 72. And then I'm going to bring everything else down. So this plus, I'm going to bring it down. This 7, I'm going to bring it straight down. So our new problem is 7 plus 72. But I'm going to go back over here. Do I have any more multiplication or division to do? Nope. So I'm done with that step. And I have this one last remaining step, which is addition and subtraction. Well, and the only thing I have is an addition, so I'm going to do 7 plus 72 gives me 79, so that is our answer. So on this problem, again, it's more of the same. So you've got this 5.6 minus 8. And so what does this mean? That's a time sign, so it's going to be 5 times 6 minus 8. Now, you can't just blindly just go straight left to right, and just like you're reading a book. You have to think critically about the special order that we're supposed to do everything in. First, we're supposed to do parentheses. Do we have any parentheses? Nope, done. Then we're supposed to do exponents. Do we have any exponents over here? Nope, done. Now we're supposed to do multiplication and division because it says so here, but sometimes you divide first, sometimes you multiply first. It depends on what's ever on the left. And in this case, we don't have any division. So we just do the multiplication. Automatically, we know we're supposed to do the multiplication. So 5 times 6 is 30. And then I'm going to bring everything straight down. So then now you've got 30 minus 8. Because this piece right here becomes 30. So now we're down here, 30 minus 8, and we've done all the parentheses, we've done all the exponents, we've done all the multiplication and division. Now we have to do the addition and subtraction, but we go left to right. And in this case, since there is no addition, there's only one operation, so that means we're just going to do 30 minus 8, and that gives us 22, and that is our answer. And again, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. And so what we're going to do is we are going to start with 63 divided by 9 minus 7. We have no parentheses, we have no exponents, but we do have some multiplication and division. In fact, our division is the only thing we've got out of that multiplication and division. And so 63 divided by 9 is 7. And then we're going to bring everything else straight down. And now we have addition and subtraction to do, but we have no addition, so we can just jump straight to that. Subtraction, 7 minus 7 is 0, and that's our final answer. Again, we're still doing that please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. And so we've got 27 plus 12 over 6. And so the first thing is, do we have any parentheses? Nope, we have no parentheses. Done. Do we have any exponents? Nope, done. Do we have any multiplication or division? Yep. In fact, all we have is division. Right here is our division, 12 divided by 6. So that's equal to 2. So I'm going to bring everything else straight down. And now, do I have any addition and subtraction? Yep, it's right there. And we only have one instance of that. So 27 plus 2, 29, and we are done. So again, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. And now here is where it becomes super important. Do we have any parentheses? Nope. Do we have any exponents? Nope. Do we have any multiplication and division? Nope. Do we have any addition or subtraction? Yes. Now here's the cool thing. We have 2 of them. Now which one are we supposed to do first? And we're supposed to do the one that's on the left. Left to right. All right, left to right, which means this is the subtraction we must, by law, do first. So 17 minus 7 is 10. And then we're going to bring this down and bring this down. And now you have 10 minus 8, which is 2. And that is your final answer. More of that same, but we have 9 plus 6 raised to that second power. So when I say please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, for the first time we're going to have some exponents. So let's get started on this. Do we have any parentheses? Nope. Do we have any exponents? Yes. This is an exponent. So what does, and I'll do that over here, what does that 6 to the second power mean? It means 6 times 6, which is 36. A lot of students incorrectly think that 6 to the second power means 6 times 2, which is 12. Dead wrong. Dead wrong. So the answer is 36 right here. So this piece right here is equal to 36. So now we're going to bring everything else straight down. So we're done with our exponents. We have no more exponents. Do we have any multiplication or division? Nope. Do we have any addition and subtraction? Yep. We have just an addition problem, so that's all we do. So 36 plus 9 is 45, and that is our final answer. More of the same. So now we've got 4.7 to the third power. So please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. So first thing we got to do is parentheses. Oh, don't have any. Now we've got to do our exponents. So we do have exponents. It's right here. 7 to the third power. Now what does that mean? That means 7 times 7 times 7. So you're going to bust out your calculator and you're going to type in 7 times 7 times 7, and you're going to get 343. So that means this exponent is equal to 343, and you're going to bring everything else straight down. So we're done with our exponents. Woohoo! And now we've got our multiplication and division. Do we have any? Yep, right here. And this means 4 times 343. So we're going to times by 4, and that gives you 1,372. And that's our final answer because we're done with the multiplication and division. We have no addition or subtraction, so we're done. Now here, getting pretty fancy, we've got this thing that looks like a fraction, but we're going to treat it like division. So please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Now here it gets a little goofy. So the idea is, do we have any parentheses? Well, we know that this line means division. So that's down here. But we don't know what to divide because we need to get these two answers first. So really, we do have parentheses. Our parentheses are like right here and right here. So really, this becomes 8 divided by 4 because 3 plus 5 is 8. 1 plus 3 is 4. And now, do we have any exponents? Nope, done. Do we have any multiplication or division? Yes. Right here is 8 divided by 4. So I want you to think of that as 8 divided by 4. And of course, 8 divided by 4 is 2. And so we're actually done with the problem because we have no more addition or subtraction to do. So it's a little weird. Addition and subtraction is the last on our list, and yet it was the first thing we did, and that's because it was really kind of like parentheses, because you're not able to divide until you know what the top and the bottom is equal to. So the answer is 2. Evaluate. Oh my goodness, they're getting fancy on us. 30 minus 5 squared over 4 times 3 squared. All right, so we're going to do that. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. And just like in that previous video, we do have parentheses. We've got to figure out what the answer to the numerator is, and we have to figure out what the answer to the denominator is before we're able to do the division. So let's do it. Now, inside these parentheses, are we going to subtract or are we going to do the exponent? Well, you go over here, and what comes first, the exponent or the subtraction? Well, the exponent. So that means we need to do this exponent first. So we end up with 30 minus, now what is 5 to the second power? That's 5 times 5, which is 25. So 5 to the second power is 25, so now we have 30 minus 25. And then our denominator down here, we have multiplication and then we have exponents. What are we going to do first, the exponents or the multiplication? Well, it's going to do the exponent because it's higher on our list. So 3 squared. So 3 squared means 3 times 3, which is 9. So this piece right here is equal to 9, so we end up getting 4 times 9. Now, we're not able to divide until we solve the numerator and the denominator. So we still kind of have parentheses like this. So our numerator becomes 5 because 30 minus 25 is 5. Our denominator becomes 36 because 4 times 9 is 36. Now we have a fraction because 5 is not divisible by 36. So we are now officially done, and our answer is a simplified fraction, 5/36. And the last one, big old long problem here. You've got 3 cubed minus, and then in parentheses, 53 minus 8 times 4. So please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. So first thing we got to do is our parentheses. Here's our parentheses. Now inside our parentheses, are we going to subtract first or are we going to multiply first? Well, we're going to multiply first because it's higher on our pecking order. It's higher up on the list. So multiplication, because think about this, this is first, second, third, and fourth. So we're definitely going to multiply before we add. So that becomes 32. And then I'm going to bring everything else straight down. And I'm not going to drop anything. All right, so remember, these two guys are replaced by a 32. So now what are we going to do? Are we going to do the exponents? Are we going to do the subtraction? Or are we going to do the subtraction? Well, we're going to do the parentheses subtraction first because it's still inside the parenthesis. So 53 minus 32, that's 21. And I'm going to copy everything else straight down. Now I don't need that parenthesis anymore because it's, we've done all the operations. But if I wanted to, I could have the parenthesis there. It doesn't really change anything. So now what are we going to do? Well, we have exponents and we have subtraction. Well, exponents come way before subtraction. So we need to do 3 cubed, which is 3 times 3 times 3. You bust out a calculator, but really you don't need one because 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. So this becomes 27 minus, and then if we want, we could still have that parenthesis there, but it's not necessary. Those parentheses are really unneeded now. And now we just subtract. 27 minus 21 is 6, and that wraps up this problem and the entire video.